Welcome back to All Ball Speed and Fab, where today we chop up a 73 long bed C10 and do a short bed conversion, and I'm bringing it to you today. I think you guys are going to love it. We're headed out to my buddy Dave's house. He's an older guy. He always came over to my shop to get some work done, and he started off as a customer of mine, and then within time he became a pretty good friend. Here's the old C10 we're going to be working on today. Dave ain't got no motor. Got a brand new one sitting over here though.
There's the motor.
Yeah, there's the motor. Brand new, ready to go. We're going to chop this thing up today.
Walk around this side.
Oh.
Buddy, come here.
You guys can see what we're going to do now. Going to be doing a step cut on this thing today. Well, everybody, we just got over to my buddy Dave's house, and we're about to go take off and eat breakfast. You guys see what we got to do to the truck. So we're going to go off, eat breakfast, come back, and get that truck done. Going to be doing that step cut. He's already got the one side laid out. I'm going to go ahead and get the other side laid out. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and get our marks laid out right here on the side. Get the other side laid out. I'm going to do a step cut. You're going to come down, you cut across, and then you stop, and then you come up right over here, and you cut across, you stop, and then I'll draw it out on here to where it'll say save and cut, and you guys will see it. It'll be self-explanatory as soon as I get this cut out. Wally, what are you doing? So I'm going to go ahead and get all that marked up. We'll block up the back and make sure everything is pretty secure, and we're going to go ahead and start cutting her. If you look right here, this is the original bolt hole for the bed, so we're going to save the original bolt hole for the bed. I know that there's some guys that are doing videos and they're actually cutting this part off, and they're doing the step notch or the Z notch, but they're doing it the other way around. So when you do it the other way around, this part over here that says save is actually over here, and this part that says save is actually up here, and then when you do it that way, you're losing the bolt hole. So if you flip it around backwards, it's the same thing, and you're going to keep this original bolt hole for the bed. So just something to keep in mind if you guys are going to be doing your own, then you don't have to drill that bolt hole out. What we're doing is making sure that the frame's level as well. I think that just gives you a little bit of peace of mind to get your frame level, but then once you cut it all out of here, put it back in the exact same spot it goes. So we're going to go ahead and get this frame level. All right, let's go. This right here is going to talk to me. This one right here is going to talk to me. It's going to say, all right, fucker, playing with fire.
Hey, come here, big boy. Come on.
Pete, come say hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How's it going here?
Hey guys, I don't know exactly what everybody saw there on the C10 as far as all the footage that I got, but as soon as I get all these downloaded and start editing, I'll figure out how I can put it together so you guys can understand. I'm sure you guys already understand, but I'm going to try to make it a decent video for you. But anyway, just so you know, what we did is we did this, the step cut is what we call it. And as you've seen what we did there, we kept that bed hole in the front, so when we put our new bed on, he ended up buying a short bed, which was great. Instead of taking the long bed and cutting it down, he bought a short bed. So what we're going to be doing is, once this is done, we'll go and get that short bed over to the painter, get him to do all the body work, the painting, and then we'll come back and get it mounted. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a fish plate on the inside of the frame. He's over there cussing at something, I don't know. So we're going to get a fish plate cut out of this. He ended up buying, looks like, what'd you buy here, Dave? Looks like you bought 3/16 plate. So we're going to get this cut out and put a fish plate on the inside. Get our flap disc, grind the weld so it's real nice and flush. Looks good. I don't know if he's going to paint this frame or not, but it'll look good. So that's what we're going to do. Let's do it.
We've been here since 8:30 this morning. It's now 3 o'clock. So we got, I don't know, 6-7 hours in it. And it's hotter than Hades. We've been cutting and welding and fitting and all that junk. And we finally got it to where it really looks good. We took reference points so we know that it's all square. And right now outside, I'm guessing it's probably in the mid to high 90s. And we don't have any air conditioning in this garage, but at least we're in the shade. And I was just telling Jimmy that most guys doing this kind of job would be sitting there saying, "Oh, let's have a cold beer or something." But oh no, what are we drinking? We're drinking cold chocolate milk, and it tastes so goddamn good.
Oh gosh.
The only thing we got left to do is Jim's gonna weld the inside of the frame, and then we're gonna cut a small fish plate and put it in there and weld it up. Overall, it really gone good. And you know, there's a lot of things to learn about this. But I guess the most important thing is to make sure that you got your reference points, you know, to make the thing a square.
Yeah.
And we've had to go back a couple times just to make sure that it's square and bang here and adjust there. And you know, we've got 4 jack stands, one bottle jack, and we got a floor jack. But I guess probably should have another floor jack, would have worked the best, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I probably should have brought another floor jack and maybe a couple more jack stands. Probably would have worked.
But you know,
right.
and the parts that we have right here are probably a lot more than a lot of guys have.
Yeah.
So you know, you know how that goes. You just got to do with what you got to work with. So,
Yeah.
but
Whatever we got, we just make do with what we got. Just like you guys seen the equipment I got in my shop, I'm bare bones. I ain't got a whole lot of stuff. I ain't rich. I can't have the best, so I just make do with whatever I got, you know.
but it's really come together good. Jim's weld, they just look so perfect, and you know, I have no doubt that they're going to go down the road straight, and so I'm real happy about it.
It's all cross-checked, perfect now. Let's go put that fish plate in there.
Yep.
Well, everybody, it looks like that's gonna be a wrap for this video. It's too dang hot. We're gonna go jump in the pool now. Go out to dinner, and I don't know. Dave, how do you think it went?
It's absolutely perfect. It truly is. It's even square.
It's square. Yeah, it's square. I had a lot of confidence in getting it done when I first got here. Then halfway through, I said, dang it, I should have brought more jack stands and my other jack, but we got her taken care of. So
And it's going to go down the road square.
it's gonna go down the road straight. It's all cross-checked. We got the fish plates put in and everything. So anyway, thank y'all for following along on this build. If If you got any questions or comments, drop them down in the comments. If you got any questions or concerns or whatever, I'll try to answer as many questions as I can to you guys. I know that I didn't go too far in detail on it just because we're trying to get it done today and trying to film and everything else, so I didn't really go too far into detail on it. I did have to go to Google and look one thing up though, because when I got here, Dave started cutting the back end off and we didn't really have a reference mark, so we started cutting everything like we were supposed to, but we really should have had a reference mark somewhere. So I had to run back over to Google real quick, find a reference point for short beds, pull off of it, go measure the bed that we had, and get our bed holes and everything lined up, and the bed holes hit perfect, get something square, and we're good. So when you're sitting here looking at it, it's all square, level, plumb, true. What do you know? It's a Chevy. It'll fucking go down the road. It's gonna be just fine. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you guys when I first got here, but come here, I'm gonna show y'all now. Dave's brand new motor. Tell them about this motor, Dave.
It's brand new. It's from General Motors, and I bought it down at the local Chevy dealer. But you can get the same motor on Jegs. It's just a 350. It's I think it's 265 horse, and it's just your basic 350. I think it'll be plenty good for this pickup. It runs. I got it at Chevy, and you get the same from Jeg, tax and everything for $3,100. It's not a rebuilt. Everything brand new. It's got a 4-bolt main, and it's got a 2-piece rear main. So
That's pretty awesome.
give me a good motor for it.
Yeah. Well, Dave, I'm excited for you to get her back on the road, and you're gonna get the body over to the paint, right?
Yeah, the bed's gonna go over and get painted, and get all that taken care of. Then during that time, I'm gonna finish the motor, get it in, and then leave the bed off it, take it over, and get the body done. Then should be ready to go down the road.
Yeah. All right. Well, Dave, if you need help, let me know. I'll come over and help you get the old motor installed when you're ready for that.
That's a piece of cake compared to what we just got done.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's going to be a wrap for this video. Catch me in, oh man, I'd say 3 or 4 videos from now, guys. I got some stuff to do, but if you catch me in 3 or 4 videos from now, you're going to see another one of these. We're going to do it to my 67.